Alright, what is going on, you guys? Today we are back with another video. I'm Lydia Resells. If you don't know me, I'm a sneaker reseller, so basically I buy shoes for cheap. Not cheap, but I buy them lower and then I turn around and I sell them for more to make profit. I'm 15 years old. I am a sophomore in high school. And now that you know me, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on so you get notified for every new video. I got a series going on this channel called Week in the Life of a Reseller, so you guys can check that out if you'd like. If not, totally understand. And I should be starting a new series pretty soon. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to completely restore and ice a pair of Jordan 11s. That way you can restore your profit or even just make your personals look clean and nice and like close to brand new. But if you are a sneaker reseller, it does help a lot when it comes to profit and making money, because if you have a cleaner shoe, the value goes up. If you have an icier shoe, the value goes up. This is just because it is in better condition. People are going to be willing to pay more for shoes in better condition. I'm going to show you guys how I go about cleaning my shoes and what I do so that you guys can kind of get an idea of what you need to do when you're cleaning. As you guys can see, these things have no insoles. They're really beat. The midsoles are just like really gross and dirty. The uppers have some stains. These laces are practically yellow, and then the bottoms are just absolutely disgusting. They got stuff in them. They're completely yellow. They're dirty. They're worn. These things definitely were shown some love. Now, if you guys are curious, I bought these for about $85, and I believe in the condition that they're in, they're only worth about $85 to $100, but I knew that when I bought these. Lowest on Go is a little bit higher than that, but I say that just because of how beat these things are. As you guys can see, there's stains, there's grossness, there's like some threads coming off and stuff like that. Overall, these shoes are just in absolutely terrible condition, and we're going to bring these things back to life in this video, and we're going to show you guys how I do it. Now, personally, I think I've had a lot of very good restorations, and I think I've done a very good job, and I kind of have my whole system down. I usually clean the shoes at my mom's house because I have most of my stuff here. The replacement insoles are at my dad's, so that'll be a little bit later down the line, but it is going to take a while to ice, so that is okay. But I'm going to be taking you guys along with the journey so you learn step by step how to do this. So starting off, I got a towel. I got this plastic thing under it for when we use acetone. I don't want to ruin my hardwood floors. And then I got 2 bowls of water. I have 2 because one I'm going to use for the bottoms, one I'm going to use for the uppers, just because the bottoms water usually gets very, very dirty, and I don't want to take that dirt and just rub it on top of the uppers. Depending on how dirty your shoes are, you might want to take this precaution. Now we'll look at my cleaning supplies. So I have everything organized. It'll help me find stuff better and stuff like that. All we will be using today is our sneaker cleaner. These are honestly just random. I have no idea if they're good or not, but they work for me. I don't think you need anything specific. I'm sure some work better than others. You could literally use dish soap and water, people. Just use that when you're starting. You don't need anything crazy. Then we'll be using a brush. We'll be using a brass bristle brush. This gets into like the small details and stuff like that. These come in many different forms and sizes. I would suggest a bigger one than this, but this is just what I had. I'm not going to spend extra money. I might be using a toothbrush or 2. This just helps with like the uppers and stuff like that. We'll be using cotton swabs, nail polish remover. We use the acetone in this to get out the extra stuff, and I'll show you guys if we use anything else. So just a personal suggestion, I would say throw on a TV show, throw on something like that while you're doing this, just to make the time pass a little bit longer. But first, we're just going to start off by taking out these laces. So as you guys can see, we got the laces out of the shoes. This just helps to get to all the mesh, such as the tongue and stuff like that, because it does have stains on it also, and you want to be able to get to absolutely everything. But first, we're going to start off with these nasty bottoms. Now, usually I would have picked out this stuff already, but honestly, I forgot to go out in the garage, so I'll pick out everything after I clean it. It also honestly helps to, like, once you're going through and you've already cleaned it, once it's just kind of looser, it's a little bit easier to pick out. So we're going to go ahead and start off and grab our brass bristle brush. We're going to take our sneaker cleaner. We're going to go ahead and take the little bit cheaper one, and we're going to go ahead and put it in the bottoms bowl of water. Now sometimes it's hard to get the sneaker cleaner on the brass bristle brush, so I'll put a couple dots of the sneaker cleaner on the bottom as well. Remember, you could just use dish soap when I say sneaker cleaner, just so you know. So I'll just take a tiny bit and go through just to really try and get that on there. So we'll just dip it in the water. I personally have a microfiber towel just to help wipe it down, because I don't want to have to lift up my towel every time and get it absolutely disgusting. I'd rather get this grosser, just because these are easier to clean. And as you guys can see, one scrub is already making these look better, and scrubbing the bottoms of your shoes is a necessity before your icing. So make sure you're doing this. And now we're gonna go ahead and go through it again. We're gonna go through a couple times just to really make sure they're nice and clean, and that's just with the brass bristle brush. And then we will go in with a normal brush right after. Now we're going to take the normal brush, dip it in this water. This is why I have two separate waters. You can see how gross that is compared to the other one. I'm going to take a tiny bit of sneaker cleaner and put it directly on as well. We're also going to scrub the midsoles while we're here. Okay, as you can see, this is looking so much better already. We're going to take the brass bristle brush again, go through again, and we're also going to take the brass bristle brush and go through the midsoles. This just helps to get the deep dirt in there, and it won't affect the midsoles, at least in my experience. I'm just going to cut until after I'm done with the bottoms and the midsoles. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is the before and this is the after. This is just after the scrubs and the brass bristle brush. We are not completely done with the soles yet, just because there's a step at the very end that I will show you guys once it is that time. Now we're going to move on to the uppers. So as you guys can see, the uppers has a lot of stains, dirt, surface dirt, maybe deeper dirt, I don't really know. On the tongue we got stuff here, we turn it on over here, and there's even more. Like, these uppers are not in good condition, but we're going to try our best to bring them back using this same brass bristle brush. We'll leave it in the water a little bit to get all that dirt out that was just from the soles. This, I've applied some sneaker cleaner inside of it, and we're going to take that and we're going to do a nice thorough scrub of all of this. We're going to do the inners, we're going to do absolutely everything, and this is just to try to get all the dirt out. And then we will use this microfiber towel and really try to get that dirt up and out, because you don't want to just scrub it and then let it sit. So I move at portions at a time. I go like here and then there. But first we'll start off with a whole scrub, and then we'll take this toothbrush and do what I just talked about and go in the sections. We'll go in circular motions, take the microfiber towel and pick it up, but I'll show you guys once it comes that time. So now that we've gone through with the brush, we're going to go ahead and take the toothbrush like I was talking about, go in circular motions and try and get that dirt out. Alrighty guys, as you guys can see, we just went through with the toothbrush and they're looking so much better. I'll show you guys before and after, but these are still wet, so it might, if you see that, it's just because it's still wet. But this is the before and this is the after. It's already looking better. I know you can't tell that well, but there's stains there, there's stains there. These are the bottoms of this one, as I showed you guys before. These midsoles have these nasty stains all over them. And to be quite honest, this one was way worse than the other one. So if you just take a look at this, yes, there's still some stains up there, and I'll keep working at getting those out. But for the most part, that tongue stain is gone. Look at this side, and this side is looking super, super good. So I'm super happy with these results. I'm gonna go ahead and work on things a little bit, and then we're gonna have to do this shoe, and then I'll catch right back up to you guys. Alright, so we just scrubbed these bottoms. Now we're gonna go ahead and scrub at the midsoles. Alright, so we just scrubbed at the midsoles. Now we're gonna get the mesh. Hopefully we could get like some of these stains out. So this is a quick before, just so you guys have an idea. And I'll get you guys with an after right away. Alright, so this is the after. As you guys can see, this did come up more and I couldn't get it all the way out. I'm going to keep scrubbing at it, but honestly, I think that's just one of those things that I'm going to have to live with. Yes, it'll diminish value, but overall the shoe is looking a lot better. So this is an after. This really does suck, but this does come in part of cleaning. It looks like maybe it was like a pen or something like that. But sometimes when you're cleaning, it does come up and it stays, and it's harder to get it away. But hopefully when it dries, it looks a little bit better. But here's how the tongue is looking. And here's how this side is working. I still have to work a little bit over here, but this is basically the overall look at it. Now we'll look at them together. As you guys can see, they're definitely looking better than they were before. And here is the overall bottoms of these. Don't worry, we're not done with these yet. Alright, so now this is when we are going to be taking our nail polish remover. We use nail polish remover because there is acetone in this and it'll help remove dirt. So we're going to have our nail polish remover. You can use cotton rounds, you can use a cotton ball, you can use Q-tips. Personally, I like to use a little bit of all. The Q-tips really help to get inside the crevices, but basically you're going to put a little bit of nail polish on here and you're going to rub in between every little spot of the sole, and this gets all the little dirt you couldn't see before. So this is what it's looking like now. Sometimes there's not a visual difference, sometimes there is, and then you'll see how much dirt comes off using the Q-tips and the cotton rounds. Alright, so I just went through with the cotton balls. You could see how gross and dirty they are. There's some more down here. This is just one of many that I use to clean this. This is just one of many that I use to clean these. This really helps to get the dirt. If you don't do this step, you will not get good results when icing, because you can't get the best results when there's still dirt on there. And as you guys can see, these things are still not perfect, so I'll keep going over them, but this is just for the video. All we gotta do next is clean those laces over there, and then they'll be ready to go into the ice box, and we'll ice these. So I'll show you guys how to do that right after this. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, these things are looking a lot better than they did before, but they definitely 1000% need a good icing. So we're going to take our Salon Care 40. If you guys are wondering, I just have it in this bottle, but if you go to a Sally's Beauty, you can literally get this bottle for $5. Don't order it online though, because you'll have to pay some insane shipping, but I just put it in this bottle for convenience when putting it on the shoe. But all you're going to have to do is put some on the shoe, and then you're going to take a paintbrush like this and spread it out. So I'll show you guys what I do after I put it on. Alrighty guys, now we got a nice solid layer on there. You want to make sure you put enough on because you don't want it to dry out super easily under the UV light. So now we're going to go ahead and cover this with some saran wrap. It doesn't really matter what saran wrap you have, but you're going to put one layer over it, and then once you do that, you're going to put another layer right on top of that layer so that the product doesn't dry out as quickly. As you guys can see, we got 2 pieces of saran wrap on here, and we're going to go ahead and repeat the same exact process to the second shoe. So next we're placing them in my ice box. If you don't know what it is, it's basically a big box, and it's got tinfoil lining the bottoms, the sides, the lid, the everything. So we're just going to go ahead and take the shoes that we got wrapped, and we're going to go ahead and place it in there. I do have another pair in there icing right now as well. Alrighty, so we got the pairs placed inside the ice box. I'm going to put our light on. If you guys are wondering what light I have, this is just a 1000-watt UV grow light on Amazon. Doesn't really matter which one you buy, as long as it's in a 1000-watt UV grow light. It'll work the best on your bin. Go ahead and turn that thing on. You can get it on Amazon for about $60 to $70. Alright, next we gotta clean these laces. As you guys can see, these things are literally brown. There's a tiny bit of white spots from where the little eyelet is. And honestly, a lot of resellers do some fancy thing to clean their laces. And to be completely honest with you guys, I use soap and water, and that's literally it. And I just scrub them with my hands, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, so as you guys can see, I got these just super soapy, and I literally just scrub away just like that. And I do this for a couple minutes, and then I wash it off, and then I do it again. So this is my first time actually putting the laces with the bleach, the soap, and the water, just because I never really needed it, but these laces were terrible, terrible, terrible. So I'm gonna go ahead and just leave that there overnight. I know my desk is a mess. I'm gonna have to clean that up tonight, but I'm gonna leave that overnight, and hopefully it shows some really, really good results, because that's what all resellers say they do. Do they actually do it? I don't know, but we'll see. Alrighty guys, so the Georgetowns have been in the icebox for about 60 hours now, and let me tell you, these results have been looking very, very good. We're about to clean them off, wipe them down with some acetone, and reapply the Salon Care 40 and take the exact same steps that we did before. This is just to make sure we get any other dirt that was missing that the Salon Care 40 might have brought up. Alrighty guys, so here are the laces. As you can see, they're looking nice and pearly white. I accidentally left them in the solution for a couple of days, but it's not that big of a deal. I'll put these on the shoes right once I take them out of the ice box. Alrighty guys, this is the final product of the Georgetowns. I think these things are looking extremely, extremely good. Now, I could have iced the bottoms and made them a little bit better, But if you guys compare this to what they originally were, this is definitely an insane progress, but I just wanted to get my story sale up. I couldn't wait on my entire 21 pair story sale just for this one pair to be iced. But if they don't sell today for $125 shipped, which I think is a very fair deal, then I will continue to ice these and make these things look insane. And that will be up on my TikTok in case you guys want to go check that out and see if that ends up happening. But I really hope you guys learned something in today's video. Just some optional things that I could have done that I didn't. If you guys want, you could take a razor blade, or you could get like a $7 lint remover at like a Walmart to get this lint out. So you could just take a razor blade also and go through it, something like that. But overall, this is honestly what I do to almost every single pair that comes in, especially if it's coming in looking like that. If you guys compare this to the beginning of the video, it's literally insane. I'll try to pop in some before and afters if I can. But honestly, like, I think these icing results are very, very good. Sadly, what I didn't realize last night when I put this side in, that it fell over, so this side is not as good as the other. But the 24-hour session, the last one that I just did, didn't do a whole lot because I had them in for like 48 hours, and then I had to reapply last night. But I didn't show you guys that process because I already did once. But as you guys can see, you can ice for as long as you want to get any results that you want. But overall, I got these for $75, and I think I will easily be able to sell them for $125. At least that's what we're hoping for. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys have not already, go follow me on Instagram. That's where I sell all these pairs of shoes. I restore them so that I can sell them to you guys so that you guys can resell them or keep them for personals if you want to. In case you guys are curious, this is a size 10.5 pair of Jordan 11 Georgetowns. I will be adding some rep insoles into there because that'll just also increase the value, and I already had them sitting around. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you learned something, leave a comment down below. If you liked this video, leave a comment down below also. If you have any video suggestions, please let me know in the comments and I will try to get to it as soon as I can. I want to make content that you guys want to see. Another episode of Week in the Life of Sneaker Reseller should be out in the next few days or so, along with me introducing a new series on my channel that should be up already. But as you guys can see, I got just a couple last minute touches that I can do on these, but they will be up tonight on my story sale. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not already, please hit subscribe and turn those notifications on. I've been putting in a lot of work to push out these videos to make some content that you guys like and enjoy that can be helpful. So if you have not already, please hit subscribe. If not for me, then do it for my cute little dog. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please hit a like if you haven't already, subscribe, turn your notifications on, and share with your friends if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below of literally anything. If you made it this far, comment down below Sadie, because that's my dog's name, and I'll know that you guys are an OG fan. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.